Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Michelle. I'm glad you're here on this brand new channel called Shop and Tales. And I'm just going to show you my 4 overnight sales. I think it equals about $160. I'll put it up here, gross, and tell you what I paid for them and how much they sold for. So if that sounds right up your alley, if you're a reseller or thinking about becoming one or just interested in sales, I hope you'll stay tuned. Give me a thumbs up because that helps a lot, and subscribe and like. So thank you so much for watching. Again, the first thing that I sold, you are going to have a great laugh because it's this genuine leather Micheal Kors bag. And I had this up on ThredUp back in 2019. I've had it that long, guys, that long. It retails for over $300. It's a beautiful bag. I don't have the dust bag though. It has both of the straps. And I thought to myself, it's time to let her go. I had it listed for $75, and I was really hoping that someone would come. It's a red snake print. It's genuine leather. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a big bag. It's a big bag too. I was really hoping that someone would come and buy it for $75. And Micheal Kors, again, is just kind of a mid-tier brand, and it's just really not as popular as it once was. Of course, it has a cult following, and there's a lot of people that love this brand and only use this brand. But it was in its prime, I think, from like 2012 to 2018, 2019. So yeah, I've just been sitting on her. So I had it up for, I think, 100, and someone offered me 75, and I just took it. And that was about 2 hours ago on Poshmark. So that was my first sale. And then I have 3 smaller sales. All 4 of these sales were from Poshmark. No eBay sales, guys. All right, so the next one was I took a $27 offer, and you may have seen I had a thrifting haul video. I'm not sure. I scheduled my videos, so I do think it's already up. It's just a beautiful, for Valentine's Day. This has only been listed for a couple weeks. I got it about 2 weeks ago. There's no brand on it. It did have an RN number, which I looked up, and I wasn't familiar with it. It's a boutique brand. So I had it for $35, and someone offered me $27, and of course I took it. I spent $5 on this, and I also spent $5 on the bag secondhand at my local Goodwill. But that was back again in 2019. Had this beauty been donated right now in 2025, they would be marking this up to $25, $35. They wouldn't have been just putting it for $4.99. I can assure you of that because I've seen it. All right, so the next item that I sold was also an offer. All offers, guys. I had this sweater up for $35, and someone offered me a $32 offer. Of course, $35, $32, It's Talbot's XL, and it's not Talbot's factory. If it was factory, it would have little dots underneath where it says Talbot's. It is just like little dots, little colorful dots, cream. It does have some enameled buttons, so like attention to detail. It is 100% cotton, and Talbot's is a nice substantial brand. Probably retailed for $60, $70 new, so $32, guys. And then lastly was something that I bought for myself last year. I paid $4.99 for actually all 4 of these items. $4.99 times 4. And so I also bought this Members Mark size large travel half zip. It does have, it's a cinch in the waist. I purchased this to go with some pants that I no longer have, and I purchased it last year. I thrifted it for $5 for myself. I wore it once, I got rid of the pants, and then I just figured I wasn't probably going to wear this with anything else because I have a lot of this type of stuff to get I have a lot of this type of clothing in my wardrobe, and I'm not trying to overdo it here. It's nice that it has elastic also on the wrists. So I think like if it's a very windy day and you're like a hiker or doing some sort of outdoor activity, between the elastic around the waist or hips and the elastic right here, and then of course you could zip this bad boy all the way up. No one's gonna get, it's a good substantial. Not only that, it has 2 hip pockets, but it also has a kangaroo pocket right in the front that zips. So that's good. And I put all those keywords in the listing. It was only listed for 1 week. And I did not think it was gonna sell, to be honest, because it's Sam's Club, but it did. I had it for $35. Someone offered me $27, and I took it. Onto the tail, guys. I was thrifting last night, and I always look at the pocketbooks, And what caught my attention was someone going, I'm gonna look like a fool, okay? But someone was going, sniffing the pocketbooks. There was another woman who looked like maybe in her 40s, and she was sniffing, like getting her head in there and sniffing the pocketbooks. And I made eye contact with her. I wasn't going to start a conversation because to each their own. But I made eye contact with her, and she's like, do you smell it? Do you smell it? And then it clicked. Oh, maybe she's looking for leather bags, because oftentimes when I pass the belts and the purses, I'm not going all up in there looking for, sniffing them out. But if I'm walking past the belts or the purses and I get a whiff of leather, I know that, oh, there must be a hidden gem in with all those multitudes of purses, bags, and belts. And if it's genuine leather, it might be something substantial that I could sell. So I do then take a stop and a pause. But 9 out of 10 times, I don't smell any leather. She, I guess, didn't smell any leather, but she was trying to smell leather, getting on in there, nose driving in all the bags. And we just had a little laugh, and then that was the end of it. But it was a funny tale, so I had to share it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another What Sold. Bye-bye.